hopefully I can do that. We're going over guild reputation and activity points and how to get yourself ranked and how to get your guild ranked. So the first thing we need to do is understand what the points are. So if you come up here to the info, come down to the bottom right, you can see these little icons. You got guild reputation and you got guild activity points. So the guild reputation is you're only going to get that from, as you can see there, guild donations, guild contracts, guild raids, dynamic events, and hunting. So there is no hunting skill. I'm pretty sure that's just killing things for contracts, but I don't know for sure. But the guild donations, that's just this right up here, the resource donations. You get a certain number for each one, each time you donate. Guild contracts and guild raids and dynamic events. We'll go over that now. So the guild contracts, that's right here. You got 3 different kinds. You got your kill order, so right now for us that's wildkins and demons. You got your zone event, or as they call them, dynamic events, and that's for us desert caravan, and then your dungeon guild contract, and right now we got shadow crypt. So you can only do one of these per day. If you take more than 1 day to do it, you won't have a cooldown before you get the next one. But if you, like, if I were to complete, say, this shadowed crypt one in the next hour, I'll have to wait until the server's daily reset before I get another guild contract to fill that area. But if I don't do it until tomorrow, if I finish it tomorrow, I'll have tomorrow's waiting in the queue. So as soon as this one ends, the next one's already ready. So the goal is to get each of these contracts done each day. And that's going to help with your guild reputation, and it's actually going to help with your guild activity points too. So right here, guild donations, occupying boonstones and riftstones, occupying castles, so that's PvP, and guild raids plus donations. And that's the guild activity points. So the guild raids, right now we don't actually have raids, trial type raids. We only have individual boss encounters, but that does still count as the guild raid. So one other thing is down in the settings here. If you come into the content bit and come all the way down to the bottom, up you'll see the guild area right here. You can click track guild contract. When you do that, you can see that since we have wildkin, all of the wildkin have that little green mark on them, just so it's a little bit easier to tell what's a guild contract so you don't lose. It just helps keep track. So what I'm going to do real quick is take you to the guild's hall, and you can buy these scrolls at the guild vendors. Teleports you right to the guild hall. But you can see that guild portal right here. This is the guild boss raids. And you can choose any one of the bosses to do, and it basically makes a private instance for your guild. But completing those also will give you those guild activity points and guild reputation points. So the guild's overall rank, so the guild as a whole, its rank, not your rank in the guild, but the guild's rank, is a combination of these individual activity points and the guild activity points. So it's basically your PvE content and your PvP content that both add up into the guild point. So that's the 140k there. It's a combination of both of those, all right? But you also have your own reputation, okay? And that's the difference between this guild activity points and the guild reputation. So that's why there's a little bit of overlap there. The activity points is points you get for doing stuff specific to your guild. The guild reputation is similar, but it also includes the more PvE end, all right? So the reputation is what's going to affect your rank inside of the guild. Your guild activity points and your player activity points is what's going to affect the guild's rank overall. And that's another thing I wanted to show you. So it doesn't matter what contract vendor you go to, every single resistance contract gives you player activity points. And if you come over here, you can take any contract manager, they all give the same amount. So this is a lower level one, and you can see none of them are tier 2 or 3, but it gives you the 5 right here, 5 activity points. That's one way you get them. You also get them from doing the dynamic events, you get them for doing bosses. Basically any game event either gives out reputation, guild activity points, or individual activity points. That's how you're going to rank up. Now, I cannot stress how important paying attention to those guild contracts is. They're the biggest payout for the guild reputation and your activity points, because you have to do the dungeon, you have to do the zone event, and you have to kill stuff to get those points and get the contracts done, and that's also what pays out the other things. So it is very important that you try to always do your contracts every day. Your contract vendor will give you 10 a day, and the guilds give you 3 a day. Try to always complete those as quickly as you can. I think maybe even doing co-op dungeons gives you a little bit for a reward potentially, but that I'm not entirely sure on. It may not. I couldn't guarantee that it does, but either way it's good for gear. But essentially everything you do in the game affects your activity score, your reputation score, all of that, and your overall guild score. So please just try to keep that in mind when you're out doing your gaming. I hope this video was of help. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave it in the comments section, and let me know what you think. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys next time.